Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bishop. It's a Tier 5 British SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Lakeville and it's under the command of HouseofChaos. Now the Bishop, what can I tell you? Well, 4.5 inch gun mounted on a chassis from a Valentine tank. So it's got a particularly tough hull. The weak points are the actual superstructure around the gun and the corrugated bit over the engine at the back. But apart from that, it's a very good little Arty because it's very accurate. That 4.5 inch gun has got a very quick reload. In fact, when they're normally firing, the hatch at the back is normally open on both sides to give more room, and the driver normally gets out of his vehicle and comes around the back to load the ammo onto the engine deck so the gunners can put it into the breech. Now, it's got a very short range, but it's a very accurate gun with a very fast reload, which means this tank can be really devastating to the enemy. If you're an accurate player, you've got a rammer, a gun laying drive and vents, because this is one of the few Artys that can use vents, then you can do a lot of damage. And HouseofChaos is aiming at the valley. You can see that her range extends into the other valley, so she can hit some of them on the approach to the pass. But she's aiming for the pass to start with because that's where she's expecting the enemy tanks to appear. Now, the shells from the 4.5 inch gun tend to go up and down very, very nicely. In fact, it's almost a parabolic arc, which means that if an enemy tries to hide behind a rock, he could end up in a lot of trouble. And that Panzer IV Hydrostat has done just that. Round out. Just hit the rock. She's adjusting the aim to hit him. Going for the Matilda IV instead. That's the Soviet version, the premium version. Round out. Direct hit, 191 hit points. 3 critical hits on him. He's probably knocked out crew. I think she's knocked out his driver. He's moving slowly. And another direct hit, 207 hit points and another critical hit. He's backing away. He's in trouble. In fact, one of those rounds hit the turret of the Matilda IV, so it probably knocked out his commander as well. And that round hit the Panzer IV Hydrostat. Now we've got an OI in the pass. We're going to have to put a lot of pressure on him. He's receiving a lot of fire, but we're almost loaded. Lining up a shot. Round out. Direct hit, 164 hit points. He's got the company of an ARL-44, but he's been wiped out there by our OI. The ARL-44 is coming down to try and engage him. We're firing, and we get a direct hit, 146. Look at the damage that she's doing here. The ARL's gone. We've also destroyed the Hydrostat, the 60 GFT. The enemy is really reeling. They're 3 tanks down. And HouseofChaos doesn't have any kills yet, but she's done a lot of damage. Over 892 hit points. And we're moving up the valley. And, oh, we have been spotted by the enemy. So she needs to get to cover quickly because the enemy Arty might get after her. It's an M44 and a Fifi, the 105 FH-18B2. She fires around at that Sherman, gets a direct hit. Reloading. It's about a 10-second reload. Roundabout. Round out. Gets another hit, 169 this time. Now the 4.5 inch howitzer, it's got an alpha damage of 450 if it penetrates. And another hit, if it doesn't penetrate, it'll still do critical hit damage. And the enemy's just lost their 25 TP, and that M4 is about to get wiped out. Oh, he's moved. Thank God he moved because, well, for him, because if he hadn't, that would have been the end of him. Oh, there he is. Round out. And she's managed to get the high calibers so far. That was another direct hit. Next one will be a kill shot. Round out. Kill shot. Yes, she got it. 96 hit points. Now for the Excelsior. You see what I mean about this tank being so accurate? It's one of those Artys that it may be short range, but it can certainly hit the enemy. And so long as you stay behind your heavies and fire at their enemies, they cannot do anything about it. Round out on the Excelsior. He's pulling back. He knows he's in trouble. Now, the thing is to estimate where he's going to be. She's lining up a shot for him. He stopped for a second there. Round out. No, he didn't continue moving back. But the round was close. We're almost at maximum range now because the reticule's getting flattened. Working out where he's going to be. Round out. And that's a direct hit. It wipes him out. So that's her second kill. And we're moving up. The enemy's now well down. There's only 3 of them left. 2 Artys and a tank destroyer. The tank destroyers are Wizzy 131 GFT. The Artys are the M44 and the 105 FH18B2. And he's been spotted. He's just in range. Maximum range. We fire a round in and I'm not sure we got a hit. Oh, we did! It was a splash hit for 52 hit points, would you believe it? And we can't climb that slope because the Valentine can't get up. But we're moving around the hill. You can see that HouseofChaos does have a mark of excellence on her barrel. She certainly knows how to play the bishop. Going after the M44. Oh, what a shot! Wins the game. 280 hit points at the end. 3 kills. That was game. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for the HouseofChaos in the bishop. She has had ace tankers before because there's no underneath laurel, and that shows that this is a repeat. She's got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 15. A Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else, and a high caliber for getting the most damage in the battle overall. She certainly did lay into anything that was in the valley that she can get her hands on. She did 2,394 hit points of damage. The highest score on the enemy team was their Wizzy 131 GFT, and he was facing the tanks that were coming through the city. He did 2,026 hit points of damage. Next highest scorer was the OI with 1,870 hit points. The OI managed to get 5 kills, and HouseofChaos only managed to get 3. So did the Wizzy 131 GFT. And when it came to base XP, it was the OI again who managed to get the highest amount, which probably meant that he got an ace tanker as well. But HouseofChaos very definitely got an ace tanker with 886 base XP, and the Striv M4257 managed to get 715. Now, HouseofChaos fired 19 rounds. She got 13 direct hits, 13 penetration, 3 splash. Damage of 2,394 hit points, of which 2,084 were a distance of more than 300 meters. She damaged 9 of the enemy, that's 3/5 of the enemy team, and killed 3 of the enemy, that's 1/5 of the enemy team. On a premium count, she earned 40,755 credits. She also got a personal missions payout of 20,378. And after ammunition resupply, and the ammo is really cheap for this 4.5 inch, she took away 56,383 credits altogether. She received 1,329 XP, times 4 for the first victory, got a personal reserves bonus running for 100%, and her personal missions payout. She took home 7,310 XP altogether. So, particularly good battle there for HouseofChaos, and thanks for supplying this replay so we could see how the bishop really does perform well. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.